Hi everyone, I'm Ron Strong and welcome back to the studio. Now, if you've been following me either here or anywhere else on social media, you'll know that I've kind of been obsessed with crochet brioche lately. And that's because it is such an interesting, innovative, and easy technique to bring a little bit of new into the old craft of crochet. Now, today I have a really unique, really cool throw to show and share with you all. This is my Spiced Sunset Throw. This uses the crochet brioche technique in just one color. Now you'll recall in my last tutorial, we worked on a 2-color blanket. That made a reversible blanket where it was really fuzzy and purple on one side, and on the other side, it was not as fuzzy, but just as soft, and it had a cream color. This uses the same stitch, that half double crochet post stitch. It's just one stitch, but just one color. Now this is made using one of my absolute favorite yarns, Lion Brand Hometown. This is a super bulky yarn. The colorway is San Juan Sunset, and it's just so pretty. It's super soft and really durable. It's 100% acrylic. I love how this looks and I love how it works up. So I'm going to show you how to work this entire stitch. If you want to get the kit for this pattern, as a reminder, you can find this kit and all my other kits linked below. They're on the Lion Brand Yarn website. You can also find the individual pattern on my Substack. You'll find that linked down below as well. If you're ready to get started, let's get stitching. I'm so excited. All right. So to get started, I am going to be using just a worsted weight yarn and a 5mm hook. It's just going to be a little bit easier to show you on camera rather than trying to show you with super bulky yarn. I've done this a few times before, so hope you're okay with that. You're going to want to chain an odd number. It doesn't matter how many you chain. I'm just going to go ahead and chain 13. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. Now we're going to single crochet in the second chain from your hook and in each chain across. So obviously, single crocheting, we're going to have one stitch less than we chained. So we will end with 12 single crochets as opposed to the 13 that we chained. And this is just our foundation row. So we're just going to work it all the way across. All right. So we got a nice little baby swatch there. To begin row 2, we're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn. That chain 1 does not count as a stitch. And then we're just going to half double crochet in each stitch across. And then we turn our work. So next, we're going to work front post half double crochet in each stitch across. The first stitch and the last stitch are going to always be just standard plain half double crochets. The ones in between are the ones that will be our post stitches. So an important thing to remember with our brioche crochet or crochet brioche is that it's about two things. It's about the front and the back post half double crochets and where and how we work those in the rows, if that makes sense. Hopefully it does. Hopefully I'm not too tongue-tied here, but we're going to work a half double crochet to begin. Then we're going to work front post half double crochet across. So we're going to look for our next stitch. So here's our stitch. And because this is essentially the wrong side of the last row we worked, our post is going to be just to the right. So it's going to be right here. to work a front post, we yarn over, insert our hook from front to back to front. So just like that. We yarn over and pull up a loop. We have three loops on our hook, and we yarn over and pull through all three. Once again. So we yarn over, back to front, pull through all three. So you've probably done a back post double crochet or front post double crochet. It's essentially the same, but we're just doing the half double crochet instead of the double crochet. And one of the more important things I found is to count your stitches at the end of each row. That's because I found I had a tendency to lose a stitch here and there. And so I just made it easier. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So my last stitch is just going to be a half double crochet. So I did a half double crochet. I worked front post half double all the way across and a half double in the last stitch. And you'll see that we have our little row of knit stitches. Looks so pretty and cute. All right, so next on row 4, we're going to do the same thing, except we're going to do back post. So not the same thing. We're going to do a half double crochet in the first stitch. Then we're going to work a back post. So to do a back post, we yarn over, and then we insert our hook from back to front to back. Then we pull up a loop, and it can be a little tricky. So just give yourself a little bit of leeway with that yarn and just try not to crochet so tight. That's my biggest tip with this stitch, is let yourself crochet a little bit looser than you normally would. And you can see just going back to front to back, pulling that loop up and pulling through all three. And I'm just repeating that all the way across. And then as I come to the end, I'm going to make sure to count my stitches just to make sure I didn't lose any. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So when I get to the end, you'll notice that I have a stitch here and a stitch here. Just remember that the stitch is going to be a little bit to the left of the post that I just worked. So I can look on the back and see like, okay, there's my post. So now I just need to work a half double right there. All right. Then I chain one and I turn. So now we got that wrong side. It's not really a wrong side because it's reversible, so I don't call it a wrong side, but we got that, I guess you would say, that post side rather than the knit side facing. All right. So next, for our row 5, we're going to repeat row 3. So to do that, again, we're going to half double crochet in that first stitch. That first stitch never changes. So the first and the last stitch, never going to change. It's these center stitches in between those that change. We're going to work front post in each stitch across. And you'll notice right away that things are starting to change. And it's kind of magical, and I love it. And that's why this blanket is so cool and so much fun to do. I'm going to chain one. And that's because now these little knit stitches are on this side, and we're starting to see the purl stitches on this side. All right. So our repeat is going to be rows 3 through 5. So we just completed row 5. So we're going to start our second repeat. So to do that, we're going to do another row 3. So we turn, and now we're going to work front post in each stitch across. So I know it's kind of confusing because row 5 has you repeat row 3 and then you do another row 3. So keep that in mind. So we're doing 2 rows of front post half double crochet following one another. All right. So for row 4, we half double crochet in that first stitch. Now we're going to work our back post. And again, just try not to be too tight with your gauge or your tension here. We get to the last stitch, half double, chain 1 and turn. And now we're going to work a row 5, which is front posts all the way across. All right. And that ends our second repeat. So you can see really clearly here that as we continue to repeat rows 3 through 5, it alternates rows of knits and rows of posts. And it gives you that look when you flip it like this of knits and purls. So I brought in this is my finished sample using Lion Brand Hometown in the colorway San Juan Sunset. It's so pretty. It's so soft. This is a super bulky yarn. If you want this exact color, like I said, I'll link the kit down below. You can grab that from my friends at Lion Brand. But as you can see, it's so pretty once you start alternating and you just kind of go. And it really does look like a 3x3 knit rib. Now, when we say 3x3 for crocheters out there, what we mean is 3 knits. So 1, 2, 3 knit stitches and 3 purl stitches. 1, 2, 3 purl stitches. Now we know that that means 3 rows of half double crochet post stitches and 3 rows of the just post stitches. So we got the 3 rows of half double crochets and 3 rows of the wrong side, if you will, the post side. So it's really cool. And like I said, it's completely reversible. So for every post side, you have a knit side, which creates something that you don't often find in crochet, which is a reversible blanket. All right, well, that's it for today's tutorial. I hope you're quickly becoming a fan of crochet brioche, almost as much as I am, maybe a little bit more. Make sure you check out my other tutorials that I have all about crochet brioche. It's such a fun technique. I love it so much. Make sure you're following me on all my social media, like, comment, and subscribe. You know the deal, all that good stuff. The kit, like I said, will be linked down below. If you want this pattern and all my other patterns, you can subscribe to my Substack. I'll make sure to link that down below as well. Other than that, I think we're good. So happy crochet. Can't wait to see what you guys are working on. Until next time, friends, happy stitching. Bye, guys.